he dishonored my name, and
But he's still your son.
No, listen. I know he's my son. I'm not cutting him off for forever. I just haven't talked to him. Everybody was wrong, but none of this ever would have happened if Psycho Stu never hit my son on the back of the head with a can that they were drinking beer out of, and then grabbed him by the neck, asked him to sell it. And people automatically assume that I'm going to defend my son, and I'm going to like try to pay people off and get them out of trouble. I'm just as mad as Roger as they are.
Are you surprised nothing has happened to him? Are you surprised there haven't been any arrests, any charges, anything like that?
No. They can't and they won't make an arrest until Psycho Stu says that wasn't planned.
Rampage Jackson broke down the incident involving his son, Raj Jackson, nearly injuring a pro wrestler in the ring last week. While furious at his son and critics blaming him, Rampage still stood by Raj, balancing fatherly support with visible disappointment.
I just know nothing like that. I'm not taking up for my son. Any man that beats somebody like that in the ring, they should face some consequences. But I don't take kindly to people calling my son like a caged animal and say he don't got no undeveloped frontal lobe and stuff like that. I don't take that kindly, because anybody in a race can explode when they're pushed. Anybody.
Rampage Jackson believes his son should face consequences, including jail time, community service, anger management, and therapy to learn from his actions. However, he firmly rejects claims of attempted murder, insisting Raj never intended to kill. Rampage explained he knows his son well, confident Raj likely didn't realize in the moment how seriously he had injured the wrestler.
All that, Roger, I think that he should do a little time, do a little community service, and go to anger management class, see some therapy.
But that goes like some people said it was attempted murder and things like that. That's not a little time.
It wasn't attempted murder, because he wasn't trying to kill that guy.
How do you know?
Because that's my son. I know my son. Roger wasn't trying to kill nobody. He wasn't trying to kill that guy. Roger probably didn't even know how bad he hurt that guy. He wasn't trying to kill that guy.
Rampage Jackson insists the situation is being exaggerated, with many wrongly assuming Raj snuck into the ring. He clarifies his son was placed there as if he were a pro wrestler, despite having no business in that role, blaming promoters for the mistake. While acknowledging errors, Rampage stresses there was never any intent of murder, only poor judgment that spiraled into chaos.
The problem is everything got blown out of proportion, and people thought that Roger snuck into the ring and did that. That's what the problem is. Like at this point, Roger was in the act as a pro wrestler, but he ain't no pro wrestler. The promoters had no reason putting my son in the ring. But it was no attempted murder.
Rampage Jackson expressed frustration with Psycho Stu's silence after the incident involving Roger Jackson. He believes Stu should accept some responsibility, emphasizing the situation could have been avoided if Stu hadn't struck his son in the back of the head with a can during the chaos.
I wanted Psycho Stu to tell his part that my son did not sneak up on him, and I never heard him say that. So now I'm upset. Now I'm upset with Psycho Stu, because he didn't come out and say, "Oh, whoa, yeah, what Roger did was," but he didn't sneak in the ring and do this. It was staged. That's all he had to say to get some of these racist ass out of my DMs. Hey, he's seeing all eyes blew up and stuff like that. He should at least said something.
Okay.
Take some accountability. Like, honestly, everybody was wrong. Roger was the most wrong. Everybody was wrong, but none of this ever would have happened if Psycho Stu never hit my son on the back of the head with a can that they were drinking beer out of, and then grabbed him by the neck, asked him to sell it. If that never happened, none of this never happened.
Rampage Jackson revealed he has not spoken to his son since the incident, admitting he doesn't know how Raja is doing now. While they exchanged a few words immediately after the fight, he later learned more details that left him disappointed. Rampage said Raja had disobeyed him by hiding his involvement in a pro wrestling match, something he was never supposed to do. He emphasized that Raja is a fighter, not a wrestler, and had no business being in that ring. Rampage acknowledged his son went too far and stressed Raja knew better. He also revealed he had already grounded his son from training for 2 weeks before the incident, making the situation even more frustrating.
Heard or seen Raja since the incident. How is he doing?
I don't know. I don't talk to Raja no more, so I don't know.
Since then,
I talked to him. I heard his story, and I heard some stuff, and then after that, I learned a whole lot of stuff and about it and everything. Raja's wrong. He went against what I told him to do, and he hid the fact that he got roped into a pro wrestling story. Raja's not a pro wrestler. He's a fighter. He's not a pro wrestler. He had no business in that ring. Everybody there was wrong. And yes, my son took it too far, but he knows better. He knows he's wrong for getting involved in a pro wrestling match.